It's the Rumble at the Reserve Tuesday night. I'm Dominic with the Ultimate Victory Cigar and Poker, Vic G in the house. And as you can see in our picture, it's not our final satellite, Vic, but it's our final satellite when it's just the satellite. We have a few on the day one, so this is like the final topping, basically the final dessert till we get to the main course. I'm eating backwards today. But it's a big day, guys. We are on the eve of our $1 million guarantee prize pool. We have the satellite tonight, and then obviously Thursday, the day ones, the satellites come in, Vic. There's going to be electricity, there's going to be atmosphere, but once again, there's going to be life-changing money available right here in Toledo, Ohio, on Glendale Avenue.
On Glendale here at the Reserve, and it's so exciting. Our second one, and we are expecting some big things from the second one because we saw some big things from the first one, and you're right. There's a lot of electricity in the air tonight in that main room as people get seated and start playing. $65 buy-in, and it is a milestone. So as soon as you get to $440,000 in your stack, then you're done. You get your voucher, and you can see right here we start already. We've been talking about this for months, and here it is.
We're here.
Yeah, day 1A, Thursday at noon. Look at all of those start times, noon, except the last one, day 1J, Saturday, August 31st, 7 p.m. That's a turbo. Dom and I like to bring that one up because the last winner,
the champ,
found his way to the day two through the turbo. And if you make it to day two, you immediately receive $1,000. And then if you multi-bag, every time you bag again after that, you receive $3,000.
Yeah, $3,000 double bag bonus, Vic. And then the restart. We're going to be live streaming on day two. That's Sunday, the day before Labor Day. I think that's an easy way for everyone to remember. September 21st. The day before Labor Day will be day two. But then on Labor Day, 2 p.m., live at the Reserve, we are going to have the number that we're shooting for is 4 tables, so we'll have a feature table, and we'll start right then, and we're going to play it down until we crown a new champion. And Vic, we've talked about it many times. I know we see that $200K guaranteed for first place. I believe we go over $300,000 in this one, stepping it up once again. The second time we've ran this, Mad River Poker Club is going to be running their events too. If you're in the Dayton area, make sure you check out their website, their Facebook. They got all the information. But for right now at the Reserve in Toledo, these are all the flights that we have available for you to, like I said, have life-changing money.
Yes. We've got the Rumble at the Reserve tonight, and we will not have another live stream. I think we're going live again perhaps next Tuesday, but our Thursdays and Saturdays going until this Millie is over, we will not be having cash game live streams. This Thursday, Dom and I will be in here around 3 o'clock. We should be going live with the Day 1A sometime around 4 o'clock. We'll probably go about 5 hours. And again, it's a top 10%.
Minimal three.
Minimum of 3 hours on Thursday night. But in the meantime, OG John, I just saw him coming in the door. So right now, we do have a seat, possibly 2 open right now. I'm going to blame it. 2 seats. Going to blame it on the weather. Gio just whispered in my ear.
Okay, I'll do it.
And this is a 5, 10, 20 game. And this is a $500 to $3,000 buy-in. And you can see Buddha started out with 5. And Slick Rick, 1,500. Mongo Ned, and a shout out to the Mongo Nation.
Yeah, Mongo
3K,
Nation,
and Jared starting with 3K. And this is the second hand of the night. And again, and look at this. Already our chat room is busy with JPC, Daryl, Lawrence. We've got Anastasia checking in. She says, good luck this week in the upcoming tourney. It's all hands on deck, Anastasia. One big happy family here at the Reserve. We're going to be working hard for the next 3 weekends. All-Star Family Gaming.
They wish they were
Chris
Buddha's
Roberg
friend.
checking in.
I think Buddha's everyone's friend. You could be his friend also.
You could easily be Buddha's friend.
Absolutely.
And second hand of the night, here we go. And Eric in the box with a shout out to his dad tonight, 4-handed.
Yeah, 7, Queen, 10, rainbow board. Big Slick Rick flopping mid pair is in the lead right now.
How much you buy in for, Rick? $1,000? 15. Did you tell Gio I have to get a lot of $50,000?
Rick got a piece of this and decided to bet out 75. Bob says no thanks.
Now I see Buddha with a lot more Geo. Did Buddha like buy in for 5 the troll and then add on like after the first hand? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So those that of you noticed that he bought in for 500, he did add on quickly. What does it look like he's got there? 1,000, 1,500?
The other one is, I'm more likely to get called if I got a hand and I jam.
Up to 2K. So Buddha is in for
If I jam
2K.
for 1,000, he snap calls me. He wouldn't have done that if I had 4,000
Give
in
me
front of me.
20 blue chips. I'm gonna appreciate
We're going to try something a little bit different tonight, and we're not going to do it right out of the gate, but many of you may have played this game at home on a holiday, or play it amongst friends, or play it in a corporate setting. And it's called Two Truths and a Lie. So I asked Bob to give me 3 statements. We're going to be covering those statements a little bit later. And
How about we all bounce to 3,000?
one of those is going to be a lie.
Every game in the
And we're going to be talking about that shortly. But it's something I want to start doing, and then we'll get the chat room.
Is the men buy-in
We may have to come up with
$500
some kind of
big one?
incentive or prize or something. We'll get that. We'll get this going. And of course,
People would buy in for
there's no way that you would try to get this
anything in the
deal that you play
middle.
this
And nobody
game
said
500.
boo about it. And that game ran
Well, maybe
24 hours a day, 7 days
20
a week.
years ago or whatever, that's how it was, but that's not how it
There's
is
no
now.
way any Vegas game
I'm
would
not
play
disagreeing with
$500. Okay, move on to a different subject. It's raining.
If we get to have the say so,
You're not wrong there.
I would vote for, everybody buys in for the same amount. Whatever it is, 1,000, 2,000, whatever. I play in a game on Monday.
Someone buys in for more than me. Nothing better.
There's advantages and disadvantages.
I'll
Race day.
I'm going to go to my dad voice real quick here and just let the inmates know that they don't run the asylum, and anything that gets decided here is decided by Jim and Marissa. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
I'm ready.
Buddha now. Got ace-9 in the cutoff. He's going to raise up to 80.
Bob.
Looks like he's getting a call. No, he's getting a
Yeah,
3-bet
pocket
from
aces.
Bob with aces.
Are we going to get a continuation from Saturday, Vic? How many times did we see aces, 9s, and ace queen on
It was
Saturday?
crazy.
Yeah, that was.
It was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, we had no audio too, and it was actually like.
Oh, and Buddha gets a 9 here.
Yeah. Luckily for him, he doesn't have the ace of diamonds, though, so he might be able to get away from it.
Oh, and Bob does make the call.
The list, like,
Uh-oh.
Bob fires, Buddha makes the call.
SpaghettiOs.
Yeah,
you
and
want it to
then
be guys your pick, you know?
and he's just gonna. Now he bets 100.
Trial and error.
Oh, is it all in?
All in.
Yeah,
Definitely
so
not,
some learning
Yeah,
to do.
100%.
Yeah,
It's very,
Bob
very tough.
obviously
it is. It really is.
not wanting Buddha to catch up on this flush draw or possibly straight draw.
Did he call? He did. He put him on ace king.
Oh,
Put
wow.
him on ace king or ace queen.
Oh, my.
So already we have a $4,000 pot.
4th hand of the night.
Hello. And the king is a blank.
We got a couple more guys.
Well, I think Jeff's one of them.
And
right?
MGM.
Is he? Oh, sweet. Okay.
Now up to 4K.
Hey, Johnny. How you doing, man?
Nice hand for MGM. We got, oh, and
We're here on these.
the legend.
No.
Yeah,
Sit down.
Anastasia, ouch, is right. And the legend, OG, coming in. Seat 9.
So out of all, Vic, this has happened to us in the past, but it's been a while, but out of all the shows where we didn't have a player audio, it's probably happened like 8 times to us. You know what I mean, since we've been here?
Maybe less. Yeah.
Maybe less.
Never the whole night.
Never the whole night. That was actually, the action was so crazy, though, for a Saturday night that it was
Yeah.
actually like an easy, I even walked, after the show, you and me were even saying like,
Yeah.
that was a good live stream. We didn't even have the player audio working.
Right.
Little technical difficulty.
Would you buy up to 15 total?
And I'm assuming you, the viewers, can understand when you're commentating poker, it's always nice sometimes when the table takes over a little bit. You could sit back. You also get some more stuff to talk about that you don't even plan on.
Yeah.
Kind of just go with the flow of the show. Not to mention these players do make the show, along with you that are tuning in. The message board is always represented well.
Always.
This is my box, right? This is it, right?
Yeah, that one.
This one, okay.
I think he's got it right.
Did you beat him up on Sunday? Is that your brothers? No, you. Did you beat him up? I said.
I like Ned switching up his spot.
Did I beat Bob?
No, I'm saying.
Mongo
yeah,
Ned.
I beat up the game on
no.
Sunday. You
I
played
played
your brother's Sunday usually.
Yeah.
MGM Bob, Mob Bob takes down that last big pot, the very first big pot of the night. And he's got a shout out to Tracy O'Neill. Tracy, if you're out there. Now Mongo Ned,
How you doing, buddy? I'm good. I just lost the aces.
3 bets to 350 with Ace King.
Yeah, I've had that feeling before. Surprised that Slick Rick's here.
Why?
He's usually in the kiddie pool with us. I don't know what you're at the big deep end. This is deep end over
Because
there.
I made enough money off you kid in the kiddie pool. Tell 'em like it is, baby.
Good luck, buddy.
No water wings.
Thanks for coming.
No water wings for Big Slick Rick tonight. He's going into the big pool.
He's got the ducks.
You want my money, you're gonna
Both
get
of
off
them.
Bob.
Both
Locked
of
and
them.
loaded.
He's got the ducks and that
We wreck.
card protector.
Tell me there's no about 7 o'clock.
Really? Okay.
That everybody that played in the salute to service got a. No, there was one at each table.
Yeah, the taps.
The taps
card protector.
I'm calling an old pickup truck out front when I got here.
That was brutal.
Well, the one right beside it too, they were getting both.
Seems kind of like overkill using one of your big old trucks, John. It's okay.
Budo suited king.
God's got one the right size for them.
Yeah, he's probably got. He's got a size.
Jerry looking
for
down at Queen 9. Now the mob comes in with 8-5 suited. The moose. Blake on his button. I was about to say Blake on his button with a hand like this will not just call. He's going to raise it up and represent. Makes it 80. Big Slick Rick's coming along with Jack 7, Ace Jack for Mongo Ned, OG 5-3 suited. That is an OG type of hand. So we have 5 players about to jump into this. Yeah, my Bob. Yeah, he loves these pot odds. So really, I mean, take away Mongo Ned, some hands that you normally don't expect in this.
Not
I like
until the
it.
power hour, right?
Yeah.
And that's
Oh,
not
he did say that,
happening
Robert,
until
'cause I was
10:15
thinking-
tonight. This is a
I remember that
5-hour
'cause I
live
thought it
stream
was Friday.
today.
He said
Yeah,
he
400, and look at that, 8-6-4 board. Action flop here with OG John with an open-ended straight draw. Mob Bob with top pair and a gut shot, and then Blake, who's the initial aggressor, flops top pair.
2 no-shows.
That's what they call.
250 is the bet
So then Noah is going to show as the first alternate.
into a $400 pot.
Shit.
Blake
Yes, he did.
would have liked to seen a couple more diamonds there to make that call. In the meantime, open-ended for OG, who's usually pretty happy with just a gut shot. And the deuce comes for OG.
Check.
And now Bob is open-ended. No, Bob's got the gut shot, excuse me. And a check from OG and a big bet here from Bob, $600. Almost half the size of the pot.
Or are they just fucking are that careless? Or like, I really just don't fucking understand.
If I'm gonna cancel on this, I do it. I tell them like at least a week in advance. Well, I mean, unless it's like an absolute sudden.
Listen, I mean, even if you have to, at least like early.
And there's
in
a
the morning
raise from
of,
OG.
So they have a day
Yeah,
to
just
fill
no
the
showing
seat.
is crazy.
Like, how do you not like? I just don't fucking get it, man. This shit's
And a
so
quick call here from Bob.
Well,
Bob does have a flush draw as well.
Along with his gut shot, so yeah.
3,900 in the
Oh,
pot.
what a money card for OG.
Oh boy.
Bob now with 3 of a kind.
OG's going to go all in, being first to act here. This is a tough decision here. And a call from OG, so those chips he just got from Buddha now being shipped over to OG.
And another huge pot, 5,100.
5,100.
Sheesh.
Welcome to the Rumble at the Reserve.
Yeah, 2 out of the 6 pots have been over at least $4,000 so far, Vic.
Yeah.
Man, 1 out of every 3 if we go at this rate. Watch out. Action table.
1170.
And after that big pot that Bob took down, more than likely has OG covered, so Eric, make sure that the count is correct. And just a big school of chips of all colors being shipped over there to OG. He's going to be busy for a while. Yeah, Brian, it'd be nice to beat OG just once. And we've got a dealer change coming in.
It's the last minute. The last time you
Show up and then you try and place them,
Young Patrick coming in tonight in the main room, just getting started at 6 o'clock, is the $65 buy-in satellite. That is a milestone pot satellite. You get to 440,000 in chips, and you're getting your voucher.
They're close to home now, they're only 1 spot away, they were 2.
Yeah, don't get sticky with
Which
it.
chips were they before they
And
were
when
here?
Dom and I came in, they were continuing to open up tables.
You in the hands, did I?
No, that's a general comment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know, they always.
We always pass them around.
Pass them around.
5, 10, 20.
Yeah, mine for mine for 20.
Yeah, I think it's 5, 10, 20.
Jared first to act here. Mystery hand from Bob gets put into the muck. Blake, that 8-3 again, that seems to be sticking to him a little bit. Big Slick Rick now in position on the button, pocket 5s.
Yeah, you don't want 8-3 to get too sticky with you. Like, go away. Shoo.
So a raise to 80.
What a big
OG in.
Did OG
Yeah, I will
fold
if no one's gonna
anything?
fill this seat.
I'm just shocked. I thought he would just be like,
I thought for but Jack 9 of spades for Buddha. Making the call. We got 115 in the pot. Heads up action. Young Patrick, and here comes the flop.
somebody can just take.
We have a check from Buddha on a 10-3-9 board.
Continuation bet from Rick. Wants to see where he's at with his 5s. Bets 200.
He did
And
pick
now
up a flush draw.
And a free card. Check, check.
I don't know who they were supposed to be. They didn't show up. No, there's no call, no show. Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And Buddha
checks down.
now on the comeback trail.
John told me, he said he's got worse race today.
After a big hand between he and Bob, where Bob had pocket aces. And the aces held up. We're going to have to keep track of that because we had aces 6 times Saturday night, 6 or 7 times.
I think more. I think double digits.
Whatever it was.
Vic, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
I think we had aces 6 times in almost 1 hour during that one peak.
Right.
It was the most aces I've seen on the live stream in recent memory.
Yeah.
Look at you over there. Got your Bears mug. Getting ready. Preseason starting. He's already bringing in the Bears mug in the work. It's not even the end of preseason week 1, and he's already locked in.
It was a nice game. I'm not going to get too excited about it. It's a preseason game. Who knows what the Bills put out there? And it might have been all scrubs. I don't know. But
So we got pocket 7s from Mob Bob, Mongo Ned, Jeff
I don't
9.
hate it or anything. It's just I didn't. Those guys just give you this.
there was a raise to 80. Bob comes along. Heads up action.
Yeah, 7s are still ahead with the best made hand, but Mongo Ned not far behind with the gut shot and a couple overs.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah, been I would say I was out in Vegas for
So
the
Bob's
series
gonna check
and
it.
stuff, and haven't really had a whole lot of time.
Mongo
to
Ned,
play, so it's good to be back.
225.
Yeah. I said I played last
Almost
week
the
with
full
you.
pot.
No, I was on the town line.
Little semi-bluff. Like it.
And Mongo Ned, again with a shout out as usual to the Mongo Nation.
Yeah, good use of his table image. These guys have been playing against each other for a decent amount now.
We have any Mongo Nation watching here tonight? Check in. Do a Mongo roll call here.
Stop wearing sunglasses because I was scaring you, man. Did that hand make the stream when the meeting played or no?
Yeah, that was the last hands of the stream. I'm pretty sure.
They were calling you Terminator.
Under the gun for Blake, and he's looking down at pocket queens. It's a 5-10-20 game, and he's going to raise this up and make it 60. Regulation 3x. OG in position on the button, making the call with King 10. Jackson 5. Motown, no thanks for Buddha. Now Jared, 2 spades, 8-5, the moose as we call it around here, makes the call. Bob gets out of the way, so it's 3 players.
Yeah, 205 in the middle.
Jared's going to be first to act. Oh,
Jared flops a mid pair with a flush draw.
yeah, let's see how big Blake makes. Blake's going to check this because of the ace, and they check around to a free card.
Oh, a 9 comes on the turn. That doesn't change anything for anybody.
Check. Check.
Interesting check there from Blake.
And it holds.
And the queens are going to hold up if somebody doesn't bet him off of this hand. 205 in the pot. Jared does have a pair of 8s here.
Honestly, a little surprised with OG and Jared the way this is played with the flush draw on the flop, also a flush draw on the turn. No one took a stab at it. Thinking, would an ace really let all those free cards go by?
So Blake takes that one down. That hand played out a little bit differently than the previous hands we've seen so far. Been very active table so far. We are looking for a couple more players to fill these seats. Had a couple of last-minute cancellations.
King high.
Not impossible.
King, one of them. Checking, expecting to win. Thought you had the winner, John? Thought maybe you thought you
King
had
high
the
was
winner.
good there.
John,
Sometimes
no,
you
John,
can
John,
open.
yeah, John doesn't think he has the winner.
Rick,
Not when I'm
9-8 of
sitting
spades,
Oh no, the other night
I know he's got a pair.
20 to call.
The
We
other
haven't
night
heard
I
anything
seen John
from the
win
duck
one
yet. I
with
hate
the
to
whole-
jinx us because
8 high.
I'm happy when we
One
don't
was
have
8
to
high,
do
the
that.
other
But
night.
125 now from
For like a
Mongo with
$12
10-9 of clubs.
One time I won a 2K pot in TLO.
Yeah,
with
against
queen
Bashir.
high.
And now Jared wakes up with the queens.
On free.
I screwed the bump out with 6 high. on
He's
one.
in the small blind. He's
I
in the game already for 5. The bet is 125.
Queen jack 10-9 double suit run down. And why not with queen high?
Raise. 475. Actually, oh, I'm sorry.
Here's a 3-bet now from Jared to 475.
You were saying that last week, Mike.
Sure was.
Where did that come from?
Oh, can't say.
Oh,
Can't say. To be determined.
And Jared takes that down. I think somebody's asking when the stream started. We started. The cards got in the air at 6:15. We are on a 15-minute delay,
This was. It's my one.
and we're going till 11:15 tonight. Our next live stream will be Thursday. We have day 1A of the $1 million prize pool guarantee tournament kicking off. Sometime around 4 o'clock, we will have a feature table. We'll be going a few hours on that tournament. Top 10% of every day 1 moves on to day 2. And they also, when they move on, collect $1,000 in cash. OG, King 5 of clubs, he's going to raise it up to 95.
The guy that was at the table with him. So he knows. But you can tell, I think, that we were suspecting.
Back over to Big Slick Rick. And he's going to come along with the Jack 7.
Yeah, 295. Good action game so far. Only hand number 11.
Replaced a cancellation.
And we got a 4 deuce 7 board, couple of hearts. Top pair for Big Slick Rick.
There's been a whole lot of them.
And if you never ran a game, you don't realize how important it is to show up.
OG says I got possible runner. You know, straight flush draw.
Really
So
great thing to do.
it's fired in there.
No, that's not. Yeah, they have. It's not for this. No, because they have replacements. You don't get to pick who comes and plays this.
Turn comes at 8, and they go check, check, free card, and now the 10, and Big Slick Rick has the check mark by virtue of his 7. Bets out, and he's going to take a profit down here of $350.
I always, if I can't make it, I call them.
Sure,
I don't
Yeah,
know.
of
That's
course.
old school. That's the way I've been doing it my
And
whole life.
hopefully, I'm assuming they are, but if you don't call and no call, no show, you should never get an opportunity to play ever again.
Amen, brother. I couldn't agree with you more.
Like, never again. Ever.
There's no excuse for that.
Unless you were hospitalized and couldn't.
Yes, okay, yes, if you got in a car crash on the way here or something, you know what I'm saying? All right, that's what we're talking about, some extreme circumstances.
Everybody's
But if it's
got-
just because you're a dildo,
Everybody's got
then.
a phone.
Wow,
No,
shots being fired by the
Everybody's
bear.
got a phone.
Bear is a grizzly bear today.
You
Just
can't make an excuse.
swooping up salmon out of the river and throwing them in his mouth, gnawing on him effortlessly.
Well, he got poked a little bit by
I mean, I'm
Buddha
assuming it's
with
just
his
because it's
$500
like maybe
buy-in.
carelessness that they forgot or something, not like intentionally.
Watch out for the bear.
What's the topic of the conversation?
People not calling and not showing up for their seats.
Mongo
and
Ned
they should never, ever
checks his
again get
option
an
with
opportunity
pocket
to
sevens. We got queen 10, sevens, 9, 5, and pocket sixes, and here's the flop.
Got a couple of 10s at the 3. A few hearts thrown in there also. Big Slick Rick with 3 of a kind. Mongo Ned and Mob Bob. Not terrible flops for their respected pocket pairs.
I call Concrete Dave, he's out to eat dinner.
Raise, 400.
And there's a raise from Rick to 400. Quick folds.
Christoph's number?
Well, you know who wants to play and can't is our buddy from Friday.
Oh, Saka won the play.
And back-to-back pots here for Big Slick Rick.
Yeah, the
You
veteran
know who
tournament
wants to play
champion.
and can't,
Taking it down.
is- And he would.
And that, look at that room filling up.
Great.
Jeez Louise. Here we go.
Wow.
Yeah, we're starting on the final row now.
Man.
And you know we're going to add a couple more. Because it's
Yeah.
only 6:57. Some people get out of work between 6 and 6:30, so they're running a little late. That's a normal thing, especially, you know, on a Tuesday in the Toledo area. Blue-collar, hard-working town.
Yeah, now we can sit here and call off all the names of the regulars that we see, but I was there when people were coming through the door, and there were some brand-new faces
I
tonight.
love that.
Again,
What's that young fellow lives in Sylvania, 10 minutes away there?
And that's what you want. I
absolutely.
mean, don't get me wrong. I want our regulars in there, and I'm rooting for them. They come in this establishment and support them, but I love seeing new faces, seeing this room. Rooms grow with events like this.
That's
His
correct.
nickname's Buddha, I remember. The younger kid who was
I'm gonna call
nicknamed.
Camp. Camp's 10 minutes away.
Make it 80.
Okay.
Call him, yeah.
And call the other Buddha. It's a young guy. He's out of Sylvania.
Heads up action here after Mongo Ned raises up to
You
55.
got Camp's number?
I do.
I thought I had it in here. I don't know what I took it down.
I got
OG in the lead by virtue of his ace. They go check, check to a free card, and here comes the King of Hearts.
Stock was 100 points.
Ned's going to bet 100. Nothing really there for OG to chase. So that pot, a win is a win. Profit of $60. And a shout out to the Mongo Nation. And I think Bob is on the phone trying to get some players to come in. You hear these guys talking about a couple of no-shows here tonight. So we are trying to fill those other 2 seats. We'd like to run 9-handed on Tuesday nights for our 5, 10, 20
Oh, yeah, Robin.
no limit hold'em cash game here at the Reserve in Toledo, Ohio.
Okay.
A buddy of mine that has never played on this grade. Take my phone.
You got-
All right,
go talk
take
to
my
Rod.
phone out there, throw up 3.
Okay.
Thanks.
So you talking to Rod? Okay. guy who plays that jam. 2.5, 5'10".
Who is it?
Rodney?
Oh, yeah.
He's here. Trying that tournament.
3 players.
3 players, 65 in the pot.
Jams in Detroit.
Here we go. Giddy up.
Yeah, I figured it was.
Queen, ace 10, couple of diamonds, 2 pair for Buddha, a double belly buster for OG John, 9 or a king would get him that straight. Just bottom pair for Big Slick.
Better there than the ones that you've seen out here, right?
Buddha with just a call here.
For Hollywood?
The game that MGM is not better than this game.
So an
No,
exposed
that's the
10.
game. I said better than the casino.
You're correct, yeah.
Here for like
There's a
somewhere to
brick,
play on a daily basis.
A bet, 100.
I mean, it runs every day.
And again, Buddha just making the call with Queen 10.
He was there early, too.
Full house now.
And now he's got the full house.
He was there last night when I left.
OG's going to give up on
Yeah, I
this
feel like he
hand.
likes to get there on the early
Nothing
side
really
of
for him to think about after that bet of 200 from Buddha.
Yeah, I like that bet sizing at 200 from
the
Buddha.
earlier side and go home.
Just under 2/3 of the pot.
Young kid.
Fortunate for him, it was only jack high in the hand.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's been doing pretty good lately, though.
He's been around. If you see him, he's healthy.
It's pretty sick. I know, I knew you were running too.
Also, if you're tuning in now, please smash that thumbs up button. If you're new, if you exit out of the chat real quick for like 1 second, there's a little thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. It puts us in the algorithm in YouTube, and it helps us grow as a channel. And that's pretty much how in less than 2 years we went from 0 subscribers on day 1, and we're approaching 5,000. Now this is a newer live stream, in a sense, and thank you for everyone for your support. We have shows on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Also, we'll be having our Millie tournament, our $1 million guarantee prize pool coming up the next 3 weeks. We'll be live streaming that. Fun time. Let's see, we're already up to 23 subscribers. We always have a goal of 100, so yeah, see a good amount of you guys tuning in right now. Could have that go up to 50 in no time. So ace queen, ace king, 10-9, 10-8 suited. Little hodgepodge of hands here. We got a 4-bet up to 1.1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Buddha's gonna let it go.
Ending on 400.
Bob says that's a good laydown. And Bob picking up another pot.
I guess
Oh man!
I guess I made you call.
There's one. John likes nothing less than when you re-raise, make him put money in the pot, and then you fold after. You don't like that shit. Been playing with him long enough to know that.
Blake now looking down at 6-5
As
suited. He
soon as
raises
he
it up to
folded, I
60.
see you gave him the.
Going around the table. Oh wow, Mob Bob with pocket
I
kings.
know that one.
Last
I've
to
gotten
act
it a few times.
after Blake raised it up.
60, you can't set the stand. 6-3 raise, don't put the fucking shit in.
So we got heads up action. Mob Bob with just a smooth call with the Cowboys. And we have a Jack 9-10 board. Checks over the Blake.
35.
Blake with the 30. Just kind of almost trying to get a reaction out of him. Yep, and that's what he needed to know.
We would have had a really
You're done with this
yellow
today,
there.
huh?
Bob takes $110 profit in.
I looked at your card, got the
Yeah, what's this look like? The kitty game?
I'm learning.
Hey Bob, tell him who your daddy is. Who your daddy is now.
Man, am I the target today? What is happening? Like,
Hey, we take turns.
that's fine.
2 weeks ago was me.
This is some of the most banter we've seen on a Tuesday night for a while, and we're only 7-handed.
I did, I had games, I'm waiting for him. long as the ace don't flop, I'm gonna try to have fun with it. $35. He must have saw my hand.
It's not folding.
Snap.
I just knew that you had king.
Oh.
I'm gonna see what I want to do. Have me look at my cards here. Okay, we'll play friendly pot. How about that?
Oh, friendly pot.
Friendly pot, heads up action.
Here we go. 8, queen, deuce, and
Did we figure
flush
out
draw
that
from Mob
anybody
Bob.
call or
He
message,
puts out a
Shimmy?
feeler bet. Yeah. Jackson 5. It's out of the way quick.
Find out if they did already, or if not, I'll message him on Facebook or something. Cam said he can't. He's in Detroit.
And what's that young kid's name, Matt, or?
I forget his name. Tell him what about the young guy who replaced the last couple no-shows.
Yeah,
Buddha.
he came quick too.
I don't know. He lose weight.
Yeah, Buddha. The young Buddha. I forget what his.
Matt or?
Kevin or
He's redhead kid, wears a hat with all the.
Oh, that guy. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, he's close.
He came like 2-3 times
Yeah,
when
he
nobody
said right
showed
here.
up. He came, he
Yeah.
played. He was playing hands. You know what I'm saying? He was good for the game.
She said Shimmy
Nice
didn't
kid.
answer when she called.
Shimmy didn't. Okay, so somebody did try to reach out.
Keith or Kevin. Keith or
What about the kid who replaced the last?
Did you reach out to Shimmy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he can't make it in. I think it was more accident on his part. He has electric. He thought he mixed up the dates. I believe it was an honest
He played
mistake.
in this seat tonight.
So he's got a kid and everything. He's got babysitter
John's
issues. It was.
seat the night that John.
He even said it was almost like a my bad. Sorry about that.
The night you weren't here.
35.
Yeah, which I wasn't here because there wasn't a seat for me, and then of course nobody didn't show up again.
I'm an hour and a half, well, I'm like you, an hour and a half away. Otherwise, I would just fucking.
How do I fold quad?
Just by virtue of the ace, Big Slick Rick's going to take that down. A win is a win.
It's like, however we got it. It's crazy. This isn't like a common, like other streams I've played. This isn't like a thing. There's not just no calls, no shows.
Right,
Like,
right. Well, you know what it is, most of the players are coming from Michigan, and they just, I don't know, just say fuck it, I guess, I don't know.
I mean, some of these other streams I've played, guys are here from like flew from states away, and you know what I'm saying, and whatever.
Scheduled in there, yeah, I know, right?
Like, I don't know if it's just a
Bear-
lack
the
of
bear still-
consideration on the part of the people who are being scheduled.
Like I said, he's a grizzly bear today. It's not a black bear. It's a grizzly bear.
On young people, but it definitely seems like that it's less of a social faux pas to be a no call, no show. 80.
Flamingo, if you could fill this seat, by all means. I don't know where you're coming from. You said come on down.
Hey, Flamingo, it's open.
Give the cage a call here. Call the reserve.
Yeah, early. Plenty of poker left.
We always encourage that anyway because we are on a 15-minute delay while we have 2 seats open right now. Dom and I never really know if somebody is on the way. We are sequestered kind of like a jury in a big trial.
I like that. I'll roll with that.
Yeah, so we aren't necessarily.
If I'm more than 10 seconds.
So we got a lot of pairs.
If it weren't for me sneaking out to get more coffee or just BSing with players going out there, we might never know what's going on.
True. So we have 4-handed, 3 players, Delta pocket pair, then Buddha with the King 9 suited, has 2 overs, and wow, top set for Blake.
I don't take much.
Also, I mean, if for 7s and 6s, you're not hating that flop. 8-5 deuce, couple of hearts.
140.
Blue in the house. Hope you're having a max value Tuesday, sir.
So Jared's going to bet into this pot 140. Bob pocket 6s. And really 7s or 6s in this flop. Typically, you think you're looking pretty good. But of course now Blake, he's got possible straight draw out there. He's got 2 hearts, so he is going to raise this up. Oh no. Looks like a call. Blake does make the call.
Here we
Wow.
go. Yeah, Blake with top set. He's going nowhere. Flopping the nuts. Jared is drawing dead now with that jack.
Dangerous.
11 handed I'm playing. Aren't you ever gonna fold a flush draw?
I don't fold flushes very often.
Flush draw. They're hard to hit, but they're fun to play, right?
Oh yeah.
It'd be expensive, you know.
Especially you got a pair or something.
I
going
know,
on.
I just lost fucking.
Yeah, Jared keeps firing.
You hit it, or you just chase it.
I like that words of wisdom from Bob. Talking about flushes, they're hard to hit, but they're fun to play.
True story. I love playing flush draws. I'm not gonna lie. Blake now. So many ways you can play this hand. I mean, the textbook ways you raise. There's 990 in there. You don't play with your food. You take it down while it's good with a straight and a flush draw out there.
Yeah.
Also,
They were barely even.
you know, if you put your opponent on air or medium hand, you can smooth call here and check back to him and see if he fires again. They try to get max value.
No, I'll take good care of them here. Don't get them sticky.
Yeah, it looks like raising chips, potentially.
Yeah, he's piecing out a nice size bet, it looks like, unless he's slow rolling us, which does happen sometimes on this live stream with the players. Nope. That many, he says. 1150.
1150.
Going after it.
Yeah, I think it's Keith or Kevin or something.
Keith sounds right.
Keith, I think is right.
We could look on the stream.
I know. I was gonna say I could grab my phone.
Now, if Jared put
Go do that.
Blake
Go
on something like Ace Jack of Hearts, although I don't think Jared would do that. I mean, I don't think Blake would do that with Ace Jack of Hearts. I don't know that he would call with Ace Jack offsuit on the flop.
It's a tough decision. He needs to really decipher
So
if it's a
he's-
semi-bluff or a made hand.
Yeah, he's really got to try to figure out what Blake is doing that with.
It's a wet board.
Is Blake the kind of player that does this on a draw?
I think the answer would be yes and no. I definitely think watching Blake, now this is about the 10th time I've seen him on this live stream, Vic. One thing I do like about him, he's kind of a younger version of the OG where with his hand, they don't play post-flop the same,
Right.
but pre-flop they have wide range. Both
They
of them
do.
What is his name?
I mean, you just saw him raise it up on his button with 8-3 suited and diamonds, playing his position just a few hands ago.
Either Keith or Kevin.
No, I think he's right.
I think his name was Matt. Matt?
I believe. But he said the last one he was
Zach, that's it.
There you go.
Zach, yeah. I was thinking Matt. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the big sigh.
Yeah.
Can you relay that, or should I just go tell him?
Very wise.
I'll go tell him. I'll go tell him.
Go to the
Good lay down there.
Yeah. I'll play this.
The rest will call Zach.
Exactly.
He lives right in Slovenia.
Yeah, he said last time that he just came up here and had a feeling with his seat. I don't know about that one, Blake.
Yeah, we're talking about Buddha's T-shirt here on the live stream. Baloo says hello, Dom, and also he says he likes Buddha's shirt. I believe it says "I love my wife."
There you go.
What does it say? I love my awesome wife.
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
He's getting max value out of that.
Yes. And he typically does do a shout out to his dad and his wife. I like his hat too.
I think if you go to the guide there, you can get to the.
Jared pocket fours now is going to raise it up to 60.
Yeah, see, that's messed up.
And there's a call from Mongo Ned and also a call from OG. So three-handed, 185 in the pot.
Look it up.
I didn't look at any of the hands from last week.
Oh, really?
And we got
I know
a
what
10-9
that-
deuce
I
board.
was gonna look what I had.
Right now the fours. Still the best made hand.
Not the only interesting one I had.
Especially when I'm in a hand
Yeah,
review.
I know.
He is going to check it though, and the board pairs.
Take a chance of this draw. My check's pretty mediocre.
Yeah, Blue, I can agree with that statement.
155.
When you have a call 7-5, it's tough to call.
6-3 and still got 5. That's fair.
It's 7-5 with a pair. Sorry, I'll let you play.
300.
OG betting 300 here. The third diamond comes out. And Jared makes the call with the pocket four. Is going to take down a profit of 580 here. Very good call here from Jared.
On the board.
Yeah. All right, next one. Good luck, everyone.
I'm curious to see what did the turn help you? Oh, okay. I didn't think so. If it did, I think I could snap gold or snapshot it or something.
Well, Dom, I was going to mention at the time, talk about happy wife, happy life, that when we were doing the intro and talking about the day 3 here, you did a little bit of a slip and you said September 21st. We all know why you said that instead of September 2nd.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, my mind is programmed, folks.
Everything right now, even the Millie, everything right now is September 21st.
It is a prep day. Take 100 fantasy football draft days, organizing with your friends, and put it in the one day. That's 100 years worth. Yeah, no,
you didn't realize you said that.
I did not. I did not.
I'm indifferent.
We're at the top of the hour dealer change, and I believe we've got a bomb pot.
No bomb pot. We're not doing bomb pot.
No bomb pot because we're shorthanded. Is that right?
So they said that they don't know. They don't have the guy's number.
Okay. Thanks, Gio. And we do still have one seat open.
So it looks like we're going to get one seat filled shortly.
Got a player coming in shortly, but then that'll take us to 8-handed. We prefer to be 9-handed on Tuesday nights. Big Slick Rick in position with the Queen 9. Going to raise it up, make it 75. OG lets it go. Queen 4 diamonds. And I think Buddha recognizes this as a position raise by Big Slick Rick, so decides to come along.
I let him know last week. I didn't think I was going to come.
We got a King 3-5 board.
And that's a nice board there for Buddha.
Yeah, Queen High flush draw, check, check.
Particularly when they go check, check, and he gets a free card.
Yeah, it's all good. I don't even like
And now I think Buddha could bet this, and he does, and probably get Rick to let it go. And he does. So a $90 profit. Buddha continuing to try to make a comeback here. One of the second or third hands of the night between he and Bob.
Yeah, the third hand.
Third hand, Bob had pocket aces and felted Buddha. So Buddha's trying to make a comeback from that.
Yeah, then OG sits down and takes it away from Bob.
That's such a Buddha. That's such a Buddha.
Baloo saying 23 years of marriage for him.
1% of the time it works.
Congrats, sir.
Every time.
Yeah, we're almost up to, we have 29, almost up to 30 likes. Thanks for smashing that thumbs up button, guys. If you're watching, please smash that one. Let's get up to 50 soon. We get a quick jump start to 50 likes. That'd be pretty cool.
Andrew, name you playing it.
Oh, he played a mind game. He played a mind game on Sunday.
Mob Bob, otherwise known as Just Bob, MGM Bob.
He asked me for
Reserve Bob.
San Antonio restaurant recommendations.
Oh, yeah.
I've lost track of all of his nicknames.
I think Jared played with them too.
Under the gun, he's going to call with Queen 10.
I'm sure you did. I could have swore when I saw.
And we're going to highlight Bob in this hand.
25, 50, whatever. I really did.
As soon as this hand is over, we're going to play a little game. We want everybody to participate.
No, I'm not going.
In the meantime,
He wants to come and play where I'm playing. He's more.
Tarantula Nick in the box brings us this flop.
And a bunch of squadoosh, really. I mean, other than Buddha, 5 deuce jack. Bottom pair is the only thing that hits.
Is that his primary?
Come on, Nick, you got to do better than that.
That's what he told you?
That's what he's been doing the last couple months.
So I asked Bob before we got started to make 3 statements. And I'm going to make those 3 statements. They are not very long, but they are 2 truths and a lie. And Bob is very familiar to many of the regulars on our chat board. So we want to know whether it's number 1, number 2, or number 3 that you believe to be the lie. And here are those 3 statements. Number 1, he's been married 3 times. Statement number 2, top Dodge salesman in Michigan 15 years in a row. Statement number 3. Feature table, World Series of Poker, main event. Feature table, World Series of Poker, main event. That's the third statement. I'm going to repeat them again, and then let's hear what everybody thinks, whether it's statement 1 or statement 2 or statement 3 is a lie, because 2 of these are true, and 1 of these statements is a lie. The first one that he stated was he's been married 3 times. Statement number 2 is top Dodge salesman in Michigan 15 years in a row.
That's really the thing.
And the third statement is feature table, World Series of Poker, main event.
I'm going to go with 2. I don't know the answer. 15 years in a row is pretty tough.
All right, we got a vote for 2. And
Yeah,
All Star says number 1.
He's like,
Julie says number 3. Blue says number 3. Lawrence says number 3. Flamingo, number 1 is the lie. Marty Rogers says number 3 is the lie.
I like it.
Did you forget anything in the chest there in the dining room? I said, what do you mean?
Virginia Wayne says 1.
Dusting the chest off and my
So we got a
gloves
queen
were all
9,
up. I thought the
queen
guy
queen
was
9 board.
out
Both
there.
players flopping 2 pair.
$50,000 in the chest.
Oh, this is spare change, you know.
yeah, no problem. Just a light 50. John forgot was there.
Had a deal going, I forgot about it. I put it in
Big
the-
Slick Rick,
Yeah, same.
that's 100.
I also forgot about 50K in my dressing room.
Mongo Ned
Oh, shit,
with
I
a
was
9
wondering.
makes the
No,
call,
I
and here
wasn't
comes the
wondering
river.
about it. I forgot.
Oh, and it's a 10.
It's the 10.
Mongo Ned hits the only card that could give him the hand.
How much more you got stashed around?
It's 10.
Tens and queens with the 9.
Queens and 10s with a 9. Nice hand there for Mongo Ned. All right, I'm going to do this one more time. We got 94
Yeah, window.
listeners here tonight,
Talking about PLO.
Shout
and
to
we
Julie.
asked Bob to make 3 statements. We asked him to make 1 lie statement and 2 truth.
Oh, yeah.
So it's called 2 truths and a lie. This is a fun one you can play.
Pineapple round by round game where we play.
His first statement is that he's been married 3 times.
Great pineapple around a crazy pineapple.
His second statement was that
lazy pineapple.
he was the top Dodge salesman in Michigan 15 years in a row. And his third statement is he was on the feature table at the World Series of Poker main event.
It is Hold'em. It is Hold'em. Pineapple is Hold'em.
As soon as this hand is complete, I will reveal the lie. Carrie comes on, says number 1 is the lie.
Yellow's poker.
I don't think
not Hold'em.
It's just a community board game.
We're drawing it. Nice call, Bob. Help me out, guys.
Heads up action
I
now
don't mean by your cards. I'm saying your technique. It was a really
between
nice
MGM Bob and Blake. Jack do a
call.
diamonds
First player checks.
and King
You
9
don't mind if I check back.
and a king right on the flop.
Checks back.
I totally forgot.
They check to a free
I
card
couldn't name either card for 5.
and no help there. Blake now has the check mark.
Hoping one of them's a 5 though.
This is the second kind of
You want
No,
that?
no.
friendly little hand these two have been involved in tonight.
You get 3 cards and you never
And
get the cards.
a bet of
You
15.
still make a hand with
Yeah.
2
This
whole
is a
cards,
5,
or
10, 20 game, and he bet 15.
Not
But that's
PLO.
okay.
Yeah, we'll
Took it down.
Or none.
So
Big
of the
bet.
3 statements that Bob
Oh no,
made,
you're right.
Yeah,
number 1
Oh, yeah,
is the
yeah,
lie.
yeah.
He has not been married 3 times.
So 15 years in a row,
He
he was
was
the top
15
salesman?
years in a row the top Dodge salesman in
Yeah, how much
Michigan.
was, ask him how much was in there. We got
And he didn't tell me what year it was, but he said the feature table, World Series of Poker main event.
Don't feel bad about it.
We'll have to get the story behind that, how long he was on it and what year and all that other stuff. But that was the 10K buy-in, the main event. And
You're kneeling up. You're kneeling
That
up
didn't surprise me.
Sunday
Yeah.
was-
I'm getting fucked here.
Bob didn't think that anybody was going to choose statement number 1. He thought that was probably something that everybody would assume, that he's been married 3 times. But those of you who guessed number 1, you are correct about it being a lie.
I don't, I
don't know, well, I don't mind
He
it if
deserves
I'm
it.
winning, I don't
He
mind.
deserves it.
Why do you think you
I
get
don't like it when
needles?
every time I lose a hand.
Your face.
Why do you think?
Well, I'm 2,000 stock and I lose a hand and he's gonna tell me, oh.
Here we go. Heads up, OG and Buddha this time. 9-8.
Oh, you think?
And Ace Queen and
No, he's
Buddha.
just giving you
Ace Queen, but
Oh, no,
OG gets a
no,
piece of
no,
this.
no,
Good facing a 4-bet.
Or he'll say it's a guy, Bob tried to bluff you.
150 is the bet into a pot of 195. And OG kind of coming along. He could have a runner flush draw as well.
This is insane. This is insane conversation. I
There is another spade.
Did you look back for spades?
No, I don't.
Buddha says, did you look back for spades?
It's an honest question.
It's an honest question.
You look back now? I do. I can't remember what the hell. No spade. Nice hand.
And OG takes
And he
it down.
does catch up. Boy, oh boy. There's an OG thing to do. Runner spades.
Yeah, $495 pot coming your way.
Yeah.
Nice hand, Johnny. I bet more I lose more. Yeah, he ain't fucking folding, I tell you that. He's folding.
Chat star Kiwi Colleen in the house. Hello, Kiwi.
What?
You better wait.
Yeah, and Julie, glad to hear that you and your husband enjoy watching the live stream. Appreciate
I
that.
thought he run a runner, but I didn't know
I'll
he had
personally.
There's our VPIP for tonight. Voluntarily put into play. Bob leading the way, followed by OG and Blake and Big Slick Rick.
Yeah.
I could see.
Pot's 100, you bet 400, you might find a
But active table, the
Very
lowest
active.
VPIP is 32%.
Yeah.
Jeez.
With just 7 players. We
Yeah.
do have an 8th player on the way, and we are looking to fill that 9th seat.
No,
If you're in shouting distance,
I don't like it.
I like it. I like getting bluffed.
I like getting
love-
bluffed.
give us a
because
call.
you know I'm getting paid.
Let us know that you'd like to play in tonight's live stream. We will not have cash game live streams this Thursday and Saturday because we start the $1 million prize pool guarantee this Thursday. Day 1A begins at noon. Here's another friendly pot, $65, 3 players.
I knew he bluffed me. I shoved all in on his ass.
Queen 7, Big Slick Rick gets hit hard with this flop, but 2 diamonds there for Mongo Ned and a bet of 75.
No, he had a good hand, but it was still.
Ace jack.
Yeah, it was like a 3.
And Ned's gonna come along.
Yeah. And then,
What happened pre-flop? You raised and he 3-bet and you called?
No, he bet 1,600 on the flop.
7,
No,
queen, 3,
pre-flop,
couple of
yeah.
diamonds. Mongo Ned with
You
the flush
raised,
draw,
he
top
re-raised,
pair
right?
for top 2 pair for Big Slick
3-bet,
Rick.
John calls, flop
Big
3-4
handler.
jack.
And he bet 1,600.
Yeah, John calls, turns a queen.
300.
John checks. Or you were out of position or in position?
Not in position.
In position, yeah.
He bet
So yeah, you're in position. John flats to 1,600, turns the queen, bet 6,500.
Oh,
John
here we
ripped
are.
for
10,000.
What's up?
yeah, not even like 9,100 or something. Yeah, John rips for like
Is it
9.
Miles?
I need to see the river.
Miles in the house.
I got
Miles
called
came in to
out,
play the
and,
tournament tonight.
River was an ace.
Sounded like he was interested in just firing 1 bullet and said that if a seat opened up to let him know. So here he is.
35.
Many times he's one of the regular players on our Tuesday night Rumble
yeah.
at the Reserve.
I call him the Ben Wallace of the live stream. I think he's one of the best defensive players in here. He's made some amazing folds with big hands where he's been right.
Yeah.
Stuck in the crossbar. You guys get this in next week. Miles, what you got?
Miles' response to anybody wanting to like straddle or poster or anything is like,
Shout out
love
to
one for
Miles.
the whole thing.
Good luck, buddy.
It's not the same.
Better.
No, it's not the same.
Better. No wonder you're forgetting about 50 grand tax.
I put it there a month, 5-6 weeks ago.
We know you're being honest.
That's so funny.
You're 20, Johnny, you're 20.
Huh?
I lose
just
my
telling you,
fucking
you're
mind.
I know.
I lose my fucking mind.
I would literally probably die inside. Like a part of me would actually die. It's so insane.
I'm like walking out of the casino with like 5K on me, worried about getting robbed.
I know,
But
I'm
like John's like, oh,
He didn't forget where he put it. He forgot
Got
the
the
name
ad.
there
Got-
existed.
right.
Fucking any of it.
Right, you got it
Forgot
actually.
that was a thing.
125.
Down full. So funny. What a life. What a life.
She found it on my birthday, is when she found it.
Oh, happy birthday!
My birthday was
Happy birthday, you
last
made
Friday.
50K.
Happy birthday, but that's such a
When I was
funny.
in the casino last Friday, that's when I came home
That's
Saturday.
hilarious birthday,
Which
Chuck.
casino, you were at MGM?
Yeah,
Huh?
You go to MGM?
Aces against jacks.
No, we was up at Rhinos last Friday.
all in three.
Oh,
I seen you out there, and then but you were like walking somewhere. I was like, oh, I figured you were playing the
I didn't
stream last
see
night. I'll
you.
see him in
We
a
had
minute.
the seat spot open or whatever, and I'm
I didn't
like,
see you up there, Bob.
I said, if there's a spot when I get knocked out, I'll take it.
What day?
Friday, 2 Fridays
There's still a
ago.
seat open.
They had 5-10 games
Send
on.
me all my poor people.
In the other room or in the big
In
one?
the big room.
Who didn't show? That said they would.
hands, you play 2 hands at a time, just like
He gets to play PLO and we play.
I'll bet myself right out of the pot, I bet you.
You like them?
Yeah, different.
Shake my head, just go,
Look at
got a whole
you.
new look.
He's dying his beard again, though, did you see it?
Buddha and Miles are comparing hats, and they're also comparing what's underneath the hat.
Yeah, I was.
And it's the same hat and the same haircut.
You have to get in there and just dye some of it.
Jeez, oh, jeez.
Well, if you run out of dye, it might happen.
Oh man.
One of my buddies dyes his beard. Well, he hasn't. I haven't seen him do it lately, but for a while he was, and not see him, and that bitch would be like jet black, like jet black. Like it looked like you sharpied it. Yeah. It was so black.
When I was,
Buddha, Jack Deuce. Gonna see a free flop. He's not mad about it. Heads up action.
Elvis is leaving the building.
Ma Bob in the lead right now. And we have a 9, 9, 10 board, couple of hearts. Ace high still in the lead.
They're both. Oh, I thought that was an 8 out there. I was going to say they're both open-ended, but it's 2 9s and a.
Oh, I've seen that.
Little feeler bet for Bob.
Yeah.
Seeing if his ace high is good.
Yeah.
Before his time.
I mean, it's kind of before my time too, but.
It's classic.
Like Rand's had me watch all the
It used, I used to, I think, maybe, I don't know, it used to be maybe on Nick at Night.
Buddha would like to get some of his chips back from MG and Bob, but I don't think this is the hand that he's going to take a stand with.
Donald Hood says, I need to be banned from Dwayne Thompson tournaments next year. It's a fair statement, Hood.
Things didn't go well.
Hood's a very talented poker player, but
Yeah.
he was a little in blast-off mode that night. I think, you know what, though, I will say this. Got to see Hood beforehand. We had a lot of our work, Toledo community from years ago that we worked together. And
For that little dinner, yeah.
for that dinner,
Looked
and
like
we had a
fun.
couple drinks and dinner and whatnot, and I think everyone was just having a great time, and Hood was living max value that day. He got the best of me though in euchre, so I don't feel too bad. Even though I know one's buy-ins and stuff, but Hood, prideful wise, was on fire on euchre that day. So he had a strong euchre day. It was respected.
Jack 10 offsuit for Blake. He's going to raise it up to 60 in early position. OG John's going to come along with King 9 of clubs. Buddha's into the hand already for 10. Needs 50 to call. Says no thanks. Jared needs 40 to call. But not with Jack Deuce. So we're going to go heads up action between OG and Blake. And we really haven't seen these two go at it yet tonight.
Yeah, little duel here. 150 in the pot. And we have a flush draw, 5-3-6.
No, it's okay. I'm
For
very
OG.
willing to give it right back, so it's fine.
Oh, there's the flush. Also, Blake now gets a 10 high flush draw on the turn.
When you get to leaning back, you get
Let's see if he gets a little sticky.
The guy's 7 foot tall.
That's what I'm saying. He crosses legs.
You were standing up there by the wrist. I was like,
Blake surrendered that hand before they even got to the river.
how tall are you?
Okay.
Legally,
I'm
how tall?
6'8". I'm 6'8". Legally, I'm 6'8", but I'm actually 6'9.5".
Yeah.
Brian Bishop Jr. joining us. Always a pleasure, buddy.
What I miss? Anything?
And I could tell by the movement of players in the background there through the window that they are on their first break.
Hey, Bob, what's happening, man?
I ain't see you earlier.
You all right, man?
I just came here to say what up to y'all.
Almost getting time for the nitty gritty.
We got a seat open, Q.
I'm still at the turn trying to get a seat for you in case you need that big seat. Trying to dab them up.
You
I
already
got
won one.
4 already.
Yeah, you're gonna
All
get
right.
one. I'll take one of them, maybe
Okay.
tonight.
6:15, you think? Got a juice.
Buddha, pocket queens. Third time we've seen those tonight.
160.
And he's going to raise it up to 160. Jared's got one of those queens with a 9.
Push out the riffraff.
And yeah, that queen 9 is definitely a riffraff hand. So is the 6-2. Let's see if Blake wants to come along with pocket 3s. And he does. And to make Dom's point about playing a range,
Oh, Q? I didn't invite him to the game.
Blake's not afraid to get it in
He's
there.
not gonna sit down and call. What are you talking about? He's got 10
So
points.
OG probably feeling like he's priced in here, and he does make the call. So 670 in the pot, pre-flop, 4-handed. This could be a big hand alert. Let's see what this flop looks like coming out from Tarantula Nick.
Then we got a 4 ace 4 board, 2 pair from Mongo Ned, the best of it. A couple other players with 2 pairs of the respected pocket pairs, but no dice on hitting a set. Oh, as I say that, a full house on the turn for Blake. Hello, free card.
Yeah, Buddha now bets out 300.
Vic, there's a reason why us Italians love the word free. And right there is a great example. Motor City in the house. Mr. D, hope you're having a max value Tuesday.
Absolutely. And he's coming to join us for the $1 million prize pool guarantee at the end of the month. 3 weekends starting this Thursday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
How was
Day ones at noon.
Nationals?
Yeah, what about that?
And Blake just makes the call. So now this pot is 1,600.
Teams from states to nationals, or it was just you guys played bad?
We didn't hit.
Yeah, that's right, we played that next ring, weren't we?
Next, in 2 weekends, we have our last turn.
Worlds, right?
Yeah, and they were saying good smooth call from Blake, and yeah, I think an excellent smooth call.
I
mean,
agree. I agree.
Yeah, you got 2 4s out there. You got an ace, such good payoff cards.
85 teams in that turn.
You got a straight draw out there too. You're hoping someone can maybe connect with. Maybe someone's playing something off the beaten path that you don't expect.
And he bets 250. That's a nice bet sizing.
You gotta score runs. Slow things up.
Maybe could have gotten away with 350 or 400.
Get 7 innings, you can't score a freaking 10.
Buddha with the Oasis glasses.
So, like, what's a winning score typically in that?
I mean, a bad game, you should have 50.
I saw Oasis perform a video, one of their songs, live on YouTube the other night, and Buddha has the exact same
Slow pitch, soft.
glasses on right now that the Oasis band did back in the 90s.
I mean, sometimes
They were doing Wonderwall or Don't Go Away,
So,
one
like,
of those
what's a really
songs.
high score is like
you've got an
25.
average in, 15 to 20.
A friend of mine went to
So
see
25 is like
score
really
20.
high.
Blink 183. Is that something?
Blink 182. Vic,
182.
Did you really do that on purpose? You're trolling me right now. I know you are.
It's not. Well,
Blink, listen, I'm not even a punk rock guy, but they're so big.
Are they?
Oh yeah, they're
Okay.
huge. It's like I would say this: like if people aren't in the country music, but everyone knows who Garth Brooks is.
true.
Like, that's kind of how Blink 182 is with punk rock.
Oh boy, Buddha makes the call.
He gets
and
max value out of
Blake
the 2
is going to
callers.
take down a big pot here with a profit of 1,600. Just as DFG comes to join us on the chat.
What did you think?
Haven't said those words in those letters in quite some time, GFG. I hope you're doing well. And right now, our cumulative winnings, it's kind of a narrow field between OG and Blake.
DFG has been like Amish a little bit lately. And, I got to say this. If DFG is listening, there was some talk of him on the Friday morning tournaments. Now, we're not going to have the Friday morning tournaments for the next 3 weeks. But Mr. Coffee was basically saying, I still come to these because I have a great time. But the reason why I came to these was DFG was one of the ones to get this going. And he was showing up and playing. And all of a sudden he just goes Amish.
Well, and to that point, DFG's got the kind of job, the kind of business that when the sun is out, he is busy.
I get it, but I'm just
He
letting him
is
know.
busy.
He's getting called out on the Friday morning 10:15 morning tournament by Mr. Coffee and a few others, saying that he needs to, adjust his priorities in life a little bit and just come gamble during the workday. Yeah. What's wrong with you?
Win more. I don't think you could have won more. Blake, I don't think you could have won more.
So basically, think about it like this: you got lucky. It's kind of what
Here's a raise from Bob to 100, and he's doing the old positioning like he's expecting Miles to fold, but Miles has the nemesis suited, King Jack of Hearts.
And that has to have been like an 80s and 70s and 90s thing, because the old schoolers, they love doing that more than the young crop.
Yeah.
And now Miles flopping the king high flush draw with the semi bluff. Oh, I'm sorry, he was just smooth called.
Smooth called the 100. Another 100.
He doesn't mind this price either.
No.
He might pull in a raise. Nope. Okay. And he gets there.
This could be tough for Bob to get, or Miles to get paid off here. Sure enough.
Well, you get all my money.
Yep.
'Cause we get all
So the nemesis sucks out on ace king. Hits the flush on the river.
You got a bunch of
chills.
Oh, yeah. I get 20.
Yeah, you got paper? I ain't supposed to sell chips.
Put them over there. Put them over there. Don't put them
Brian, I agree. People are. The table was saying Blake got lucky.
I'll give you 20.
I think it's more the table let him see a free card. So you got to question the play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you never complain about someone turn. Okay, either they have just like bottom pair, or they have like a pair like threes that didn't hit on the flop, and it's checked around, and you let them see a free card, and they either turn three of a kind, or they boat up like in the situation here with Blake. That's the table's fault.
Yeah.
That's not getting lucky. That's you letting them see a free card when there's a lot of money in the pot.
Right.
I agree 100%.
And oftentimes in this game, it comes down to letting the other players make the mistakes, and the mistake on that turn
I think Brian's right on.
with the ace was that
Hit the nail right on the head.
Mongo Ned didn't bet that. And then as soon as that turn came out with the 3, Buddha just didn't. He just snapped that bet out there of 300.
I've never seen
It's because he doesn't want
So we
the
got
tax
four-handed
to
right
be
here.
$12, but it's not enough to matter. It's not enough to
It's
matter.
10, 20, $5 is not gonna make a big difference.
Okay, yeah, but I'm saying
What
no.
am I supposed to do? Say fuck you?
Well, no, but I'm just saying not everybody's gonna go through that, like to tip, like.
King 10-5. We've got 2 diamonds out here, so Big Slick Rick has the flush draw.
Players have easy access to the tip chips, so they can tip the dealers. Then the ship being off $5.
Totally agree.
Okay, so that's the point. here.
Jack queen? If he didn't have paper, he could use chips.
OG's going to bet it.
Dealer to
Queen 9.
I'm talking, you turn the
He's got a gut shot, and he bets 50. Miles gets out of the way. He had a piece of it, but not enough. Big Slick Rick makes the call, looking for a diamond. Although right now he is in the lead, and it's a brick, 2 of hearts. And they go check, check, and here comes a free card, and it's the diamond for Big Slick Rick. And again, I don't think Rick's going to get paid off here. Nothing really for OG to call there.
I'm just bad at it, so I just don't do it. I'm not.
I understand. Yeah, I understand.
DFG, if you're still there, we played a little game here about 20 minutes ago, and I'm going to try to play this game some more going forward. And I think you know the game pretty well. It's called 2 Truths and a Lie. And tonight, the feature 2 Truths and a Lie was MGM Bob, Mob Bob. And he made 3 statements, and then we had our viewers vote on which one was the lie. And to do it real quick here for you, DFG, because I think you'd get a kick out of it. His first statement was he's been married 3 times. His second statement is that he was the top Dodge salesman in Michigan 15 years in a row.
If he didn't ask me, he wouldn't. If he didn't care, he wouldn't ask me.
And his third statement was feature table at the World Series of Poker main event. He's done that once.
It's not a big deal. I'm happy.
So I had everybody review those and vote.
I agree with all of you.
And the lie is that he's been married 3 times. He, in fact, has not been married 3 times. But he was the top Dodge salesman in Michigan for 15 years. I don't know what year, though. He was the feature table at the feature table of World Series of Poker in the main event. $10,000 buy-in. Here we go. Heads-up action between Jared and Ma Bob.
We have a queen 6-7 board, couple of diamonds, top pair from Mob Bob.
Julie says she'd like to know how many times Bob's been married. It's a good question. Jack on the turn.
Tiger's on there.
Broken.
What's going on?
Busto. Check.
Looks like somebody's trying to pair it.
No, I got
305 in the pot.
Who's that?
150.
Trying to go the value count now. That's a little bit under half pot. Slightly.
Oh, no, it is.
Press menu key 3 seconds.
He says no dice.
The back button.
I ain't gonna make you wait. Like some people, you know. Doesn't matter.
Alright guys, that's my time. Nikki's here. She's gonna take good care of it.
All right.
What time is it?
That's Tarantula next time, and now Nikki's going to come into the box.
Hopefully this is about.
Good luck, everybody.
No, we just decided not to do it.
Oh, yeah, we're not doing it good. I don't.
Do like the end of the night
Good.
one.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, end of the night.
No, he's in
Nick, you know how to do that TV? No, I tried when I got in here. It's not that I don't know how, it's not working. Well, I got that off, but now it's like.
You gotta change the input to the TV, but if you look up in the thing, it'll show you, like, you can see a blue light and see if the box is on or not.
We made it that far because it wouldn't, it just wasn't loading.
When I get back up, I can see what I can do. Bob, if you look at the box up there, you should be able to see if the cable
Up in
box
the
is on or
ceiling.
not.
Oh, look, it's just more money that John found.
Oh.
See a blue light on?
It's not as much as
Blue light is on.
And then you gotta use input on the black remote to,
Input, okay.
Yep.
Thanks for it.
Let me get my hand, let me get my hand. I'll throw that over there. Stuck too much money.
Pocket Kings for the OG.
See, it's saying no signal.
Hello.
You gotta change the input.
You
Got
gotta
the
do
player
it.
with the widest range getting the goods.
You gotta
Be
find-
dangerous for everybody.
Oh, it's fine.
now the TV's on. See if you
Call.
press power and see if it changes. the-
Bob,
Bob, do
Fold
you
me.
fold?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna play it, I'll sit down.
Here we go. 5 players.
what, HDMI 2?
I can't remember which one
That's
it
the only
is.
one I didn't try, I tried one.
7-7 Queen.
There you go.
On the flop, Big Slick Rick. 3 of a kind. Big hand alert, folks. OG with Kings.
Oh, Oreo, yeah, you got, yeah, that's a season now.
No, I got money on this game.
Me too.
Oh, I was just. Who's got more? 1-1. I got more, 100%.
Heads up.
I got.
Started out, man.
Turn it, 5-0 then.
New school.
Come on.
663, 662.
Check.
A little $100 bet, I mean, what the heck?
Yeah, I bet, I had a part.
9
Well, you
on the
bet
turn.
100.
Little $100 taster?
Yeah, just a little
What do you
appetizer.
bet? Bet 10 times it.
Well, yeah, you.
The ace hits.
100.
Terrible card
How's
for
that been for you lately?
Big Slick Rick. He still gets paid 100.
Oh, no good.
Trick 7.
That's
is
usually
Roll my
your,
toaster. I left
baseball's
the
usually
game
your.
go.
Big Slick Rick. Nice pot. 705 in the middle. Shipping it over to him.
Still roller coaster. You took a gamble.
Boy, I was choppy with
I lost 7 in a row and then I won 7 in a row.
Well, I hit a
Lost 7,
69
then won
parlay.
7, you said?
I lost 7 in a row and then I came back with 7 in a row win. So,
Well, that's a variance for you, right?
yeah.
I swear to God, I almost raised that hand too, John. And I looked at it, I was like, John limped. He has no intentions of folding. I know because I didn't have a very good
I
hand.
limp with pocket kings on purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody raises.
I had 7
Yeah, the one time.
times, I
Nobody
would
raised.
play it, but eventually.
So 1 to play. Can you play the front of the box for me, please? Raise to 60. Thank you. I'll move it over here. So you're being on us. $60.
Excuse me.
Come on, I know you didn't get out of bed till
Raise.
2:30,
225 is the bet now.
3 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why are you on it?
I'm not like tired, like I'm like still like kind of honestly like waking up.
Miles now with Cowboys. Cowboys are going around the table.
I know.
225 looks like he's going to take it down
I'm not
pre-flop.
the
Yeah,
only
no,
one tired, I'm still,
no
like-
buyers for that price.
Thank you.
And won the match hand strength, at least in the area.
Some goes down, that's what I do.
But it's always better to take down $100 profit than to lose $2,000.
What time do you get up usually, Beth?
You just saw 8-7 take down Kings just a hand earlier.
Yeah, that's it. Set my alarm.
It was on.
2:30 and then.
Live at the reserve tonight, too, folks. Just a reminder, too, we'll be talking about throughout the show. This week is our $1 million guarantee prize pool tournament. Day ones are starting Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at
What time do you
noon.
usually get
There will
up?
be satellites in the evening for week one. We'll be taking 10% of each day one and going to day two, which will be the day before Labor Day, September 1st. So for the next 3 weeks, we're going to have 9 day ones. There'll be 10 flights in 9 days. The very final day, August 31st at 7 p.m., there is a turbo at 7 p.m. at night.
After 3.
I usually don't go to bed till like, I don't know, 6, 7 o'clock.
But a big day.
4
Or
players.
by the time I'm actually in bed.
Big day this Thursday. Kicking it off. And we have a Queen 6 deuce board, couple of clubs, nut flush draw for Buddha, top pair, top kicker for Blake, big hand alert underway. Jared 2 with mid pair, looks like he's reaching for chips, getting a little feeler bet action.
$70 is the bet.
Seeing where he's at. Also, smash that thumbs up, that like button. It goes a long way helping us, folks. I can't tell you enough. You'll be hearing it throughout the live stream. It is our bread and butter on how we grow. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Calls 210.
210. Buddha coming along now over the Jared. You know, for that price, he might peel one card and see if he gets lucky. 2 players already in. Definitely probably knows he's behind at the moment. So he gets out of the way, and we got heads up action 705 in the middle. Nut flush draw versus top pair with the king. And the turn is a deuce. Great card for Blake. Checks it over to him. And this is screaming flush draw. If I'm Blake, I got to be thinking possibly 505, 525 around there.
$420 is the bet.
The old Snoop Dogg bet, 420. Or the Willie Nelson, depending on what music genre you like.
Buddha looking for a club.
And the 7, that is actually a great card for Blake. If he's going to ask for any card to hit, where he doesn't lose the hand, but he could possibly get paid off. Oh, and he doesn't go for value. Little surprise. He actually got the only card that he could have the lead with, where Buddha might come along for a thin value bet
Yeah.
with that 7.
Yeah,
But he takes on a
interesting
good
there.
one.
Did you answer the question about the satellites?
We were just talking about the satellites. What satellites are left to get into day ones? Well, we have the one tonight, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 6 p.m. we have our $65 satellites on the day ones, and then that'll be it. This week is the last week to get into those. We were talking about the day ones, 10 flights in 9 days, including the turbo. Also, shout out to Peach, by the way. Haven't seen Peach in a hot minute. Peach, hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. We got Grandma in the house, too. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, Grandma is sharing some news with us. Sorry to hear that.
What?
Marge.
Oh, I'm just reading it now.
Yeah.
Well, Grandma, our hearts and prayers are going out to you. Sorry that your mom passed.
Been raised in the dark.
Grandma, if you haven't been to the reserve, Grandma and Grandpa are the reserve family's Grandma and Grandpa, and Grandma brings in a bunch of treats that are filled with the secret ingredient of love, and they taste amazing. And hearing that,
Yeah, we had a meeting.
and they play up here, and actually, Grandma was on a bit of a heater in poker.
Yeah.
Placing in multiple tournaments like a week ago, like back to back. So sorry to hear that, Grandma. You know, we're all here for you if you need any company. You know, keep your mind busy and stuff. Sometimes poker, when you're going through tough times, is good medicine at keeping your mind distracted. Buddha now picking up pocket jacks as Blake came in with 6s. And he's going to make it 210.
It's not to stifle the action, it's just to have the money out there.
I understand, but it's, people are gonna get their straddles out way after you get, like, there's just not gonna be straddling half the time that people wanna straddle. Because you guys have 2 cards off the deck or something.
Because I just, every once in a while, it comes, I feel like doing it. That's it.
I know it's not to stifle action, but that's what it's doing, so.
All right.
Whether the purpose of it's that or not.
Well, I'll address that one, Jared. We had a discussion, team meeting recently, and we talked about some of the things that we'd like to
You
see
don't even have to reset the hand.
sharpened here a little bit in the live stream. And with straddles, it really, because of the live stream and what needs to be programmed into the system, really need to know prior to the hand starting if somebody is intending to straddle. Typically, you wouldn't see that, in a cash game if the cards start coming out and somebody says, "Oh, I forgot, I'm going to straddle." Usually, that's allowed, but it is something that we're asking the players to do here.
Yeah, so it's
just
kind
to
of
address
it's all the
Jared's
dealer's
concern
hands.
there.
The dealer's just enforcing the rules that the owner sets precedent to. Just sounded. I'm not gonna lie. I remember I was a Care Bear fan in the '80s. He kind of sounded like Grumpy Bear when he was addressing that. He could have been a little bit nicer than Nicky. I mean, he maybe needs to get a Care Bear stare and have the little rainbows. The bear.
And Brandon mentions that Miles was late, and yes, Miles actually came into the game a little late. He actually played in the tonight's satellite tournament and busted out. We had a seat open. We still have a seat open. So he decided to jump into the game to answer your question there.
Yeah, maybe Brian's right. Maybe he needs a Snickers.
Maybe he needs a Snickers.
I'll go give him a hug if he needs a hug. I'm a hug guy. I'm Italian. We hug. On the turn, we had a 4 of spades.
Is it clear?
Right now, a pair of 6s are on the lead with an open-ended straight draw. Mongo Ned. Mongo Nation in the house. And Mongo holds. Right now, 2 pairs, 6s and 3s. 3-6 Mafia.
250 is the bet. Calls 250. Fold.
King high.
Quite the call here from Mongo Ned with just the 6. And Big Slick Rick trying to get after that pot by putting a stone cold bluff out. And unfortunately for Rick, it did not go through.
Looks like we went the blackout screen. Check this out. See the situation? All right, looks like we're going to have to reboot. Gio, could we get maybe the clock for the satellite for the 15 minutes? So, folks, I don't know if we can get the clock for the satellite while we do that. And
what do you got, Gio?
Okay, fair enough. So, folks, we are going to be rebooting this back up. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Sorry about the technical delay. But, yeah, this is something with the program a little bit out of our control. And so if you stick around, we will be back in about 15 minutes on some Unsolved Mysteries. I guess you could say like the 80s show, Unsolved Mysteries. We'll be back in 15 minutes and ripping and roaring till 11:15.